Hello everybody and welcome back to the Up the Guts channel. Continuing our season preview series now, and we are up to the Fremantle Dockers. Let's get straight into it. In 2024, Freo finished 10th on the ladder. Bit of a disappointing, but they've brought some people, they brought a key player in, so let's talk about that. First one is Shai Bolton, who will be exceptional for them, playing that midfield and half forward role will be really damaging. Quinton Narkle was picked up as an SSP. Obviously started his career at Geelong, played a season at Port Adelaide last year. Now he's found his way at Fremantle, so we'll see if he can find a regular game there. Pick 17, they picked up midfielder Murphy Reid. See how early he can play. There's big raps on him. Pick 34, they got Charlie Nichols. Pick 63, they got Jaden Carr, son of Josh Carr, I believe, who's father's son. There's two Carrs, but I'm pretty sure it's Josh Carr. And Aiden Riddle was picked up in the rookie draft. Now some outs. Josh Corbett retired. We saw a bit of him. He had a decent career. Tom Emmett, who ended the season I thought pretty well, was delisted. It's an interesting one there. Ethan Hughes, the defender, had some good games, had some poor games, just couldn't find a regular spot in that side as a defender, was delisted. Max Noble, we don't believe we saw any of, was delisted. Civic Cook was also delisted. Ethan Stanley delisted. Matt Taberner, who just couldn't get his body right and couldn't find himself back in the squad. Obviously, best 22 now, obviously with Josh Tracy and Jai Mist as the key forwards there. Now there's not really a spot there for him, so he was delisted. And Conrad Williams was also delisted for Freo. Now let's have a look at how their list is looking and the type of players they are looking at. First up, key defenders, they got Alex Pearce, Hugh Davies, who we saw a little bit of, looked okay. Oscar McDonald, obviously they picked up from Melbourne last season. Ollie Murphy, Brendan Cox is a mainstay down there. Did start his career as a forward, but found his spot down there as a key defender. And Josh Draper, who we saw a bit of, who has shown some promise and potential there as well. Defender, Heath Chapman's a really good player for them. Jordan Clark has been a really good pickup from Geelong. He's played some really good consistent footy, finds the ball well and gets that drive off the half-back line. James Aish, another one he's picked up from Collingwood, has been decent for them. Luke Ryan, just ultra consistent, gets that drive and gets a lot of the footy too, a lot of metres gained. Carl Warner we've seen a bit of, he looks all right. Brandon Walker had a bit of a scratchy first half of the season, but then brought it back a bit, provides that speed off the half-back line. And Corey Wagner, who we saw a little bit of too. Midfield, they got Jago O'Meara, Caleb Sarong, who had an exceptional season last year, as did Andrew Brayshaw, more in the second half of the year. I thought he started a little bit slow. Hayden Young playing as a mainstay midfielder now, not in the half-back line. Nat Fife, go around again. Jeremy Sharp off the wing, I thought was really good. They picked him up from the Gold Coast Suns. Shai Bolton, we mentioned earlier. Murphy Reid, we also mentioned. Will Brodie just hasn't found himself back in that side. We'll see if he can in 2025, otherwise he might be done. Neil Erasmus can't find a regular spot either, but then dominates at waffle levels, so we'll see if he can find some regular games. He's getting high 30s to 40 disposals when he plays back at waffle. But their midfield's just so strong with the likes of Sarong, Brayshaw, Young, now Bolton, O'Meara, Fife if he goes in there, Sharp on a wing, so it's just going to be hard to get into. And now they've got Murphy Reid. Rucks, they got Sean Darcy and Luke Jackson. Now they need to figure out this one out. I believe they shouldn't have gave Sean Darcy that long contract, and they should have shipped him off to a place like Geelong, who need a ruckman and were interested in him. And I thought the smart move would have been to get him out of there and have Luke Jackson as a standalone ruck. But no, they offered Sean Darcy the contract there, and now they tried to make Luke Jackson a forward. That failed. There was talks of him being a big body midfielder. Didn't try that, but we saw when Luke Jackson played as a standalone ruck is when he thrived, and I think Freo thrived a bit more too when he was a standalone ruck. So it'll be interesting to see what they do with 2025 with them two, and they need to figure something out there. They've also got Liam Reedy and Aiden Riddle as the backup ruckman. Key forwards, they got Jai Miss, who no pun intended, but missed a lot, was a bit inaccurate in front of goals. Josh Tracy, a breakout year, was really good, kicked 50 plus goals for them. Patrick Voss, who they picked up from Essendon, and Charlie Nichols they picked up in this year's draft. We saw Patrick Voss a few times, looked all right. Forwards, they got Sam Sturt, ended the season really well. I thought Michael Walters coming to the end of his career, but he can always provide some bit of spark. Sonny Walters, Quinton Narkle, who they've picked up from Port Adelaide. Cooper Simpson, we saw a couple times, first round pick in last year's first or second round pick. Michael Frederick just provides that dash off the half forward line. Bailey Banfield, I think, is really good. He's Mr. Fix. He can go in the midfield and play off half back and play forward. Next one, Jaron Carr, we saw, he's a father-son pickup. And Jack Dillon, who we haven't seen as of yet. Prediction, I've got Freo finishing around 6. So as I mentioned in the previous video, I'll do a whole video predicting the ladder, but at the moment I've got them finishing around 6. Now look out for, I know they've brought in Shai Bolton, but I just love this player so much, and that's look out for Hayden Young. 2024, he played 22 matches and averaged 27.7 goals and kicked 12 goals. I thought he was at his best when he was used in the front half of the ground and really hitting the scoreboard and getting those score involvements, because he uses the ball so beautifully. Obviously showed that off half back, but if he can use it center forward now. When he was doing that, I thought he was just so damaging. His best game came in round 3 v Adelaide, where he had 32 disposals, 8 clearances, 7 tackles, and then that 7 score involvement. So not only was he getting the uncontested ball and using it, he gets in and gets tested as well. Likes to get his hands dirty, so it's good to see. Needs to lift Jago O'Meara. Thought he had a bit of a poor season 2024. He played 21 matches, but only averaged 14.8 disposals and kicked the 8 goals. As a midfielder, that's pretty poor. With the Raps, he started off Gold Coast Suns as a rising star winner, then to Hawthorn. Now he came across there. I think he really needs to lift. Or him, I don't know what they're going to do with him. Does he try and create his craft as a forward? I'm not too sure, but you got Sarong, Brayshaw, we mentioned all them now. I just think if he wants to stay, it has to be in that midfield, but he needs to find a way to create a difference and break out this year. His best game for the season, though, was round 15 v Gold Coast. He had 9 disposals, kicked a goal and 7 tackles, so there you go. He can hit the scoreboard, so could he become a forward? Who knows? Well, there you have it, guys. There are my 2025 season predictions for the Freo Dockers. I've got them finishing around that 6 mark. Look out for Hayden Young and needs to lift Jago O'Meara. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and a comment down below. Make sure to just hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so you don't miss an upload. Until next time, guys, I'll see you then.